Are you a Virgin Cruise Virgin? Well, guess what? We have some tips for you.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Bob.
And we're going to talk about it
right now.
All right, guys, we just got off our second Virgin Voyages cruise on the Scarlet Lady, and we ran into some people on the ship that had never cruised Virgin before, so we thought maybe it would be a good idea to bring our pro tips to you guys since we're pros now.
Right, we are pros now. When you take two of anything,
you're officially a pro.
You're a pro.
Yeah, so we thought we'd kind of put together a list, maybe some top 10 things that you guys might want to know that you don't know about.
Well, there are some little sneaky tricks, you know, like they don't tell you this.
Right.
So when it's your first time or you book last minute, there are some things that you can do to make your cruise experience better.
And not so frustrating, because some of these things can be a little bit frustrating if you book last minute or you just don't know what's going on. First and foremost, most important thing you guys need to do is download the app.
Download the app.
Everything that you're going to do is on that Virgin Voyages app. You're going to do all of your security photos, all of your check-in stuff on the app. You're going to book your dining reservations on the app. When you get to the cruise terminal to check in, they want your app open.
They want your app open.
You know, all of that stuff. So that is the very most important thing you're going to do right after you book your cruise.
You got to
is download that app.
Exactly. Yes, this cruise line uses that app like nobody's business.
Yeah, it's going to be your schedule, you know, everything, communication with other people, messages that you're going to get. Everything, you know, is going to be done on the app.
Right.
So very, very important.
Very important.
Second thing we had a lot of questions about from people that we talked to is dining reservations. So if you don't know, Virgin Cruises, they have different dining rooms. You know, basically, it's not like a big ballroom that you go to.
No,
it's
like not huge. They have the smaller. It's actually designed by Virgin that way to cut down on waste.
Yeah, so there are several different restaurants for you guys to choose from. Pink Agave, The Wake, Extra Virgin, Razzle Dazzle,
Test Kitchen,
and Gunbay. So
Gunbay.
You get to choose what days you want to go where and what times you want to go.
You will probably get the restaurant you want the day you want, but you probably won't get the time.
Right, because I mean, some people are on the ball with these dining. We were a day late, and all of our dining reservations were later in the day. So, but don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
If you are late, or if you book your cruise late,
last minute,
it's gonna look like all of those dining times are already taken, and you're like, I'm screwed. I don't get to eat.
No, you get to eat at the galley.
Yeah, but
you can always eat at the galley.
You can always eat at the galley, but here's a pro tip. They only release about 30% of these dining reservations for advanced reservations. So when you get onto the ship,
or you get in the terminal, you can do this.
Yeah, you can do this too when you get in the terminal.
Right.
They're going to release a whole bunch of more different times for you guys to book. So don't freak out if you're like, oh, my cruise is 2 weeks away, but there are no dining times available. You're still going to be able to book those dining times.
And you can either do it through the app, or you can go down to Sailor Services as soon as you board the ship.
Yeah.
On Embarkation Day, there is a different area for dining reservations.
Yes.
Sailor Services.
Razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, Sailor Services and Razzle Dazzle are right across each side of the ship in the same deck in the same area. So all you have to do is just go down and go to Razzle Dazzle, and that's where they are set up with tables and people who are fixing dining reservations.
Right. So they'll have signs, you know, out front. You know, it'll say dining reservations go this way. If you need any other help with either connecting to the Wi-Fi or any other,
that's Sailor Services.
Right, you can go that way. So they will send you to those. If you can't get to the dining reservations page or anything else yourself, go to Razzle Dazzle or wherever they have it set up on your ship.
Right.
Ours was there.
Yeah.
Right away. And they can book everything for you right then and there.
Yes.
You can also change your dining reservation times. Like we had a really late one. I can't even remember what day it was. We wanted to change the time. As soon as we got on the ship, I was able to change that time on the app. So you can even kind of move some stuff around on the app.
Right, but you have to be logged into their Wi-Fi for the ship.
Which is our next pro tip.
Right.
As soon as you get into the cruise terminal, this is speaking from Miami. We haven't cruised internationally yet with Virgin. So if you're in Miami, it's probably the same way.
Probably.
With all the other
I would think so.
places that you leave from. You can connect to the ship's Wi-Fi as soon as you get your butt into the cruise terminal. It'll say something like mermaid for you or
mermaid for you, yes.
something or other. That's the ship's Wi-Fi. Connect into that, and then you can start booking everything. You don't even have to wait till you get on the ship.
Yeah, but you need to do that first just so you can, do the check-in properly, because you have to have your app open, and it will not open unless you get the Virgin Wi-Fi.
The Virgin Wi-Fi, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. There's a version that's free. And you can pay for an upgraded version, but you have to get the free one or get on the free one as soon as you get into the terminal, or you will not be able to open your app, because I tried and it just does not work.
Yeah, even with our regular cell phone service, it was just spinning and spinning and spinning. And as soon as we connected to the ship's Wi-Fi, it was like, bam.
Boom, it just right there.
A lot of other people were having trouble getting their app open.
So we tell them, get on their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, get on their Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So let's talk about embarkation for just a second. So embarkation time in Miami, the earliest is going to be at 1:30. So if you have to check out of your hotel at 11, you're going to need to find something to do.
Or I think they do as late as 4 or 5 embarkation times. So
they do.
you need to have something to do before your time comes up, because they will not take you early.
They won't. So when you get to the cruise terminal in Miami, there's going to be lines. There's going to be, okay, if you've got a 1:30 embarkation, or a 2, a 2:30, a 3, a 3:30, it goes all the way up till probably 6. Because I think the ship leaves around 6:30.
I think the ship leaves at like 6:30. Yeah.
So make sure that you have a plan during the day, because they won't let you on early.
And there's really nowhere to wait.
There's
nowhere to wait. And there's just lines, there's queues. That's all there is to it. There's just queues, and it's kind of organized chaos.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But if you are a rock star, or if you have the Splash of Romance package, you guys are going to be some of the first people to get on the ship.
Yes.
We checked in. There's a specific podium for Splash of Romance. There's also a specific podium for Rockstar. I'm sure there's probably, if you have any kind of specialty package or anything like that, there's going to be different places for you to check in. So make sure that you're looking for those. Mm-hmm. They're going to send you around to a whole different line. And then those people are going to be some of the first people to get on the ship.
Right.
The cool thing about it is once you do go through security, get on the ship, you can go straight to your cabin.
Yes. It's awesome.
So you can walk your own luggage onto the ship if you want to. It's easier just to check it.
It doesn't take long to get it.
No. Usually, if it's not there when you get to your room, it's going to be there within 30 minutes.
Or an hour.
Or an hour.
Somewhere. You're probably going to go find something to eat anyway, because everybody usually goes and eats. There's only 2 places you can get food on embarkation day, and that's the dock and the galley.
Right.
And usually the galley is very crowded. The dock is on deck 6 in the back of the ship, and it's got a little more room, and it's got a little more specialty food.
Yeah, there's indoor and outdoor seating at the dock.
Yes.
If you decide to bring a bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne on the ship, you can. It's 1 per person per cabin. So if we were cruising in the same cabin, I could take 1, Bob could take 1. So you can take either wine or champagne. You cannot take hard alcohol. You gotta leave your tequila and your vodka at home.
Yeah, man.
You can take wine, sparkling wine, champagne, Prosecco, stuff like that. And there are refrigerators in your cabin for that.
And they will bring you wine buckets too.
Right, which is really cool. That's why the embarkation time is so late, is because they want you to have your cabin accessible as soon as you get on the ship.
Right.
Okay, one other thing, pro tip, you guys. If you want to go to any shows or do anything special like the grog walk, any paid things like shot for shot, the plate snap eat class, book those as soon as you get on the ship. So connect to Wi-Fi, drop off your stuff, go get something to eat, have a drink, book your stuff. On our cruise there was a magician that booked up in the first hour and a half.
Right, and they do sell out, so you need to do that as quick as you can. Now those are non-paying events, so that's easy to do, but you still have to have a ticket.
You have to have a virtual ticket.
They call it a virtual ticket.
Yeah, so they'll check your little wearable band.
Right.
When you line up, they'll say, do you have a reservation for this show? And if you don't, you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah, you don't get to go.
Make sure you look on event lineup on the app, and you can see what's going on. And they will add stuff every single day. Sometimes you get on the ship, you won't see stuff for 2 days away. they'll kind of add more things as you go because they added an extra grog walk.
So always
later.
check your app for event lineups because it does. If you miss the first one, you may get another chance to get a second one.
Right.
Yeah.
So specialty shows, you're gonna have to have a virtual ticket for. You
Right.
can't just like show up.
Like the theater show we saw, I can't remember the name of it. You still had to have a ticket for that.
Yeah. What was it called?
I don't know.
The dual reality one.
Dual reality, you
book.
have to have it booked.
And then there's another one you have to book.
Yeah.
So just make sure if you want to see any of the shows like that, make sure it'll say book and then click the thing and then,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
'Cause they won't let you in if you just show up.
No.
What about specialty nights?
Yes, they have two. Well, at least one. They have two for our cruises. I don't know if they do any more. I haven't never heard they did any more than these. I know
Yeah.
the first night is always the pajama party. And I don't know, you just check to see what time it starts on your cruise.
Yeah,
and
it'll say
whatever.
on the app.
And it's usually on the back part of the ship on the upper deck where you can get out and get crazy and stuff. And yes, people wear pajamas.
They do. You can either wear sexy pajamas, you can wear comfy pajamas, you can wear
your
shorts and a
buffalo
t-shirt.
plaid
You have to wear
pajamas.
something.
Right.
If you sleep in the nude, they're not
That's
gonna
not a
like that.
pajama
That's not a
party.
pajama party.
And they might ask you to put on a shirt.
So yeah, you do
so-
have to wear some kind of pajamas, but pretty much anything goes.
Yeah.
You know, they can be-
yeah, we've seen all types. We've
They can
seen
be cute, funny,
teddies
sexy,
and
whatever.
long gowns, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, just whatever you want to do, wear a onesie with, a back flap, whatever. Go ahead.
Whatever.
Yeah, just do your thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other special event night is Scarlet Night.
Scarlet Night.
Scarlet Night.
And go ahead.
Scarlet Night is the major event of your cruise. So if you don't know ahead of time and you want to participate in Scarlet Night, please do it because it's fun.
It is.
Pretty much everybody on the ship is going to be wearing red.
You're going to be decked out in red head to toe mostly.
Yes.
It's how big you want to go. Okay.
Yes.
If you want to do a splash of red, go for it. If you want to do all out red and you want to do like evening gown with sparkles,
Glitter,
and glitter,
whatever.
and sequins, and then do it because it is the more outrageous, the better,
And the more fun.
and the more fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Scarlet Night will start out kind of inside the ship and then it kind of rotates. If you follow the happenings cast, they'll take you to little like little mini parties
Yeah.
throughout the ship. So if you see anybody, what do they call it? A boiler suit.
Boiler suits.
If you see the happening cast in a boiler suit with a megaphone, follow them
Yes.
because that's where the party's kind of going.
That it shifts.
Yeah, and they'll go from like one venue to you'll have like a little dance party over here, and then you'll go to another place and they'll do like charades, and then they'll go to another place, and then the main event is going to be on the pool deck
The pool deck.
outside.
Yes.
Hopefully, if your weather's good.
If your weather's good, we've had it both ways. It was the first time we went. It was in
the red
in the
room.
red room because the weather was not good. The second time, pool deck. Pool deck is much better. But then even after the pool deck is over, they have a dance party in the red room.
And after hours,
After
yeah. So
hour red
it
room.
can go all night.
You can go really late.
Yeah, so just, try to participate in Scarlet Night because it is really, really a lot of fun. And there is a myth of Scarlet Night.
Yeah.
Why? What is Scarlet Night all about? If you have time, go do it. One of the happenings cast will tell you kind of the story about why it's called Scarlet Night and why they do it and things like that.
Right.
So that's really kind of cool.
But let's say that you're gonna go do these little, late night shindigs, soirees.
Soiree.
You always. I don't know about you guys. You get hungry when it's over. So where do you?
You
get
need a
food?
late night snack.
What do you do?
What do you do?
If you want a late night snack? Sailor Eats is always available.
Yes, Sailor Eats is kind of like the room service on your ship. Sailor Eats, I believe, for Rockstar people, it's free delivery. For non-Rockstar, I think it's $5.
$5.
Something like that. Tip your delivery person too. That's always nice.
Even though Virgin says you don't have to
Even though
tip.
Virgin, you still can.
You still can.
If you want to.
Right.
Sailor Eats is always open 24/7.
Right.
There is one place in the galley upstairs, which is
The Dine and Dash.
The Dine and Dash.
And they serve breakfast, hamburgers, French fries all day.
24 hours.
24 hours. That's
Yeah.
it. They are open 24 hours, and that's what you get from diner. It's like diner food.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a pizza place in, what is it, on deck 6? 5, 6, something like that?
I think it's on 6, yes.
I think it's just called the pizza place. I believe
Yeah,
they're
it is
open
the pizza
until
place.
2 a.m.
Right.
You can get a whole pizza. I mean, it's like a medium-sized pizza.
It's nice pizza. It's really good pizza,
Yeah.
too.
But our favorite thing to do is what?
Is to, like, during the day, go by the galley in the grab and go sections where they have these little coolers set up where you can get salads and other things, wraps and desserts. But there's also the bento box, which serves the sushi, and they have them in these bento boxes, and they're just
grab and go.
Grab and go. So we always either grab a salad or a wrap, or we grab some mostly sushi.
Mostly sushi.
And we go take it to our cabin and we put it in our fridge for later when we're hungry.
There were many times at midnight where we were snacking on some
I think
sushi.
3 nights in a row
Yeah.
I had sushi before I went to
Yeah,
bed.
so they have chopsticks that you can take to go. They have little containers where you can pour some soy sauce in. Just take it back to your room and then you'll have a snack.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Virgin is very big on ecology, being green.
Eco-friendly.
They're very eco-friendly and being green, so they don't have a lot of disposable containers. So if you carry something back to your room, it's going to be in a thing that can be reused. It's in a reusable
like
tub.
plastic tub. There's something they can wash and reuse.
Yes, so don't look for that. You ain't going to find it.
Right. The only thing that's going to be disposable is the chopsticks.
Yes.
They even have silverware wrapped in a cloth napkin for you guys to grab and take back to your room. They've got fruit. They've got apples, bananas, things like that you can also grab and go and take back to your room. You can also take any of the galley food back to your room.
Yes, you can.
If you get a salad or...
it's going to be served on a plate and stuff.
It's going to be served on a plate. And then your cabin steward will take anything away from you.
Or you can set it outside your door.
You can.
Once you're done with it.
The next day.
And then somebody will pick it up as they walk down the hall.
Right.
Because they don't have disposable containers, they don't do water bottles. So bring a water bottle or some kind of water container because there are several filling stations on the ship. Plus, when you're in your room, you get carafes of water. You don't get bottles. You don't have to drink out of the sink.
Right, they'll refresh your water every day. We asked for 2.
Yes.
So don't be afraid if you drink a lot of water. If you're drinking alcohol, make sure you're drinking a lot of water. We would go through 2 carafes
a day
and usually fill up our hydro flask.
Somewhere else on the ship, like at the galley or somewhere else.
So make sure you bring your own water bottle that's refillable, hydro flask, or
or cup or
whatever it is that you want to bring. Make sure you take one on board with you.
Right, and all their soft drinks are included. Soft drinks and brewed coffee.
Yes.
Specialty coffee's not, but so you're not going to find any problems drinking or getting something to drink. Yes.
Exactly.
You're just going to get it in a real glass, not a paper cup.
Exactly. Yeah, up on the galley they've got like plastic glasses.
Plastic glasses.
That you can, walk around with you anywhere. Even if you buy a drink in one of the bars, you can take it with you.
Yeah, just take it to your cabin.
If you bought a margarita at Pink Agave and you're not finished with it, pick it up, take it with you.
If you're in another venue, though, what they tell you is it'll find its way home.
Yeah, sometimes we did go to one show and I had a glass from Test Kitchen still. We did go to, and they switched out the glass from glass to plastic right there on the spot before we went in.
Because they don't want glass in those certain venues.
Exactly. So, they will switch out your glasses and stuff for you.
Right.
So the cool thing about Virgin is you can pretty much do anything that you want, on the ship.
Yeah.
As far as that goes. It's it's pretty free range.
It's adults.
It is adults.
You act like an adult, you get treated like an adult.
Exactly.
That's it. So, if you're an adult, you get to do what adults do. So
exactly. Which kind of leads me to give you another little tip. Engage with the crew members. Talk to the Happenings cast, which are the entertainers. Get to know them, laugh with them, they'll get to know you. Talk to, the people that are serving you dinner or lunch or whatever, your cocktails. They're so nice and they are so personable, and they want to talk to you, and the more you get to know them, the more fun you have.
Right, because they include you in a lot of stuff that you don't know about. So
they
they give you lots of cool tips.
Yeah.
So it's like it pays to be friendly on a Virgin cruise.
It does, and this is probably one of the most friendly cruise lines we've ever been on.
True.
Not only are the crew friendly, the other passengers are really friendly. Talk to people, make friends with them. We made some great friends at trivia.
Oh yeah.
We're probably going to be friends with them, forever on Facebook and Instagram and everything else. So the more you engage and talk to people,
the better.
The better.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make your cruise what you want it to be.
Exactly.
You can either be quiet and alone time or whatever, or you can, you know, get in with a group and have a great time. But, you know, it's the most inclusive, non-judgmental, be yourself cruise that we've ever been on.
Right.
So.
And who knows, if you're like being personable and all this, it might score you some free drinks.
It might. It might.
I know we got some because
We
of
did.
our trivia participation.
Yeah, so they're pretty liberal with giving away free drinks.
They are.
So if you're looking for free drinks, they usually do a champagne reception at Sail Away.
Yes.
Up on the upper deck.
Yes.
Of course, if you're in a Rockstar cabin, you'll go to Richard's Rooftop every day between 4 and 6.
5 and 7.
I always get that wrong.
I know, you always
Between
do.
5 and 7, you'll have a champagne
And
happy hour.
it's a free flow.
It is, and it's good shit.
Yeah, it's good stuff, and it keeps pouring.
Yeah, they just keep coming.
Even when your glass is not empty, it keeps coming.
We won twice at trivia.
So we got a cocktail of our choice both times.
Yeah, each time at the Loose Cannon bar, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a way to score yourself from some free drinks.
So just feel free to participate.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Don't
fun.
be shy.
Yeah. So lastly, we're going to talk about debarkation. Boo. Debarkation. So the cool thing about Virgin is they don't kick you off at 7 o'clock in the morning.
No.
So they want you really off the ship by 10:30.
Right.
They're going to ask you to kind of book a debarkation time slot just so they can space out people. The most popular times is going to be probably between 9:30 and 10:30. 10:30 is going to be about the latest they want you to kind of hang around because they're going to want to turn those cabins, you know, so that they
next group
they can get the next
can
group
get on there. Yeah.
But there are places for you guys to go to breakfast in the morning on debarkation day.
Yeah.
So
There's the wake, and then there is
Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle, and the dock.
The dock,
and
yes.
the dock you don't need reservations for, but the wake and Razzle Dazzle I believe you do.
Yes.
But I think if you don't have it, you just go down there and ask them, and if they have space, you can get on.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of people don't, you know, think about booking breakfast.
right,
or
and you
anything.
can do that even at dinner time. You can always walk up to one of the podiums at any of the restaurants and say, I don't have a reservation. Can I do a walk up?
Yeah.
You know, and then they may tell you, hey, come back at 9:30.
Yeah, they may say it's going to be an hour or
Right.
so, but yeah, they usually try to accommodate every request you make.
Yeah, I mean,
Within reason.
you're not going to starve.
No.
I promise. Even if you feel like, oh my gosh, I didn't get my dining reservations done, you're not going to starve.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, all the restaurants are great.
They're
so it
fantastic.
doesn't matter which ones you get, you're
Yeah.
all good.
So debarkation, you can either walk your own luggage off in the morning, you can set your luggage out of your stateroom by 10 o'clock the night before and they will take it for you so you can pick it up after you get off the ship. We walked our luggage off and it was easy peasy.
Oh yeah,
You know,
cake.
super simple
Yeah.
piece of cake.
Customs was easy.
Customs,
Everything,
yeah,
it
customs
was like
was
a
easy in
walkthrough.
Miami. Yeah, so not a big. We didn't even have to have our passports
No.
out in Miami to get back off the ship. So just be aware to book a debarkation time. It's gonna be in
Shore things.
Shore Things, which is kind of
For
like the shore
Miami, the
excursions.
last day you're
Yeah.
on the ship, because you get like short things. You get categories. First Miami, where you're going, where you're going, where you're going. Last Miami.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in the last Miami. That's going to be under shore things.
Right, and you'll probably get a little message in the app. You know, on the bottom part of the app, it says messages. There will be a little blue dot there. Click on that. You'll kind of see, what everything
Yeah.
is going on.
Right. I was just going to wrap it up by saying, Virgin Cruise is what you make it. It can be awesome. It can be, not so awesome. But if you participate, which we did, and we were kind of hesitant at first, but when you get into it and you start participating, it makes it that much better.
Yeah, and they are different. Don't get me wrong. They are different than like Royal Caribbean or Disney or anything else. It's going to be mostly chill during the day. Most of the exciting things that are going to happen are at nighttime.
Or at night, yes.
So I think they just want you to kind of relax and stuff during the day. Some of the people that we talked to were like, there's nothing to do during the day. But
there is.
There really is.
Yeah.
You have to kind of find it.
You got to find it sometimes.
And look for it.
I mean, if you're into healthy things, they got lots of yoga, they got lots of meditations, they got a whole lot of stuff that you can do during the day, and especially on sea day.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things to do. It's just like I said, it's what's your level of participation.
Right,
and
it is.
My level of participation is a hammock on the balcony.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or watching a movie.
Or
yeah.
watching a movie, or drinking
Yeah.
Going to the bars that are open or whatever.
So yeah, it is a little bit different than your average kind of activity cruise line. But you know, you can find things to do.
Yeah, the social club has a ton of things to do.
Yeah, they've got games,
board games, shuffleboard.
They've got video games,
Video
you can
games,
play,
yeah,
air
so-
hockey, lots and lots of
stuff
for you to do.
Right.
During the day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any questions at all about cruising with Virgin, if you are Virgin and don't know what to do,
We're not.
or
We're not.
are just like confused, please, you know, drop us a question in the comments below. We will be happy to help you as best as we can.
Yeah.
Most of all, have fun.
Oh yeah.
Go in with an open mind.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Chill.
Set yourself
Set
free.
yourself free. Yes. Because you will enjoy it.
You will.
I promise.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, or if you found this helpful, click the subscribe button. It's free. You know,
Yeah. What's it gonna hurt?
What's it gonna hurt? It helps us out a lot.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and ding the notification bell so that you do know when we post new videos.
Right.
And we will see you guys next time. Okay. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Okay. Love you.
Love you,
Bye.
bye.